can join me live. I'm going to wait for the other participants to join and then we'll start our live cooking. Okay, so guys, we'll be making okra today and we'll be also making pigeon peas with eggplant. So let's get started. Here, I hope you can see it now. Okay, so we have taken 1 cup of pigeon peas. I have washed it, so I'm going to put it in the pressure cooker. Then I have also taken 1 tomato. It's frozen because I always freeze my tomato. And we also need 2 eggplant. Okay, so here, if I can take you over here in the pressure cooker. See, this is the pressure cooker, nothing is inside. Now I'm going to add pigeon peas. I'm going to show you later on which brand I am using. Okay, this is 1 cup. I have used my measuring cup. So today we'll be making pigeon peas with eggplant curry. It's a Gujarati version that I'll be sharing with you. So I have taken 1 cup of pigeon peas and 1 potato. This is organic potato, okay? I'm just going to add slightly bit of water, if you can see here. I'm just going to add slightly bit of water so that they don't get burned. And also some salt, because seasoning is very important. Okay, so here I have put some according to our pigeon peas. Okay, I am going to put some salt inside. And then stir it. See this? Now I'm going to do 1 pressure cooker, okay? So that's our part 1 for our making pigeon peas. So you might be wondering which brand I am using. So I'm going to show you that. So this is the brand that I am using for the lilwa. It's also called tuval lilwa. So that's what I have in the pressure cooker. I have taken 1 cup, okay? Now over here, we are going to do our okra, okay? So here, come over here. You see it? Okay. So this is my okra. So all together I have counted them. There are 35 okra, okay? So I'm just going to cut them up like this. Remove front part, back part, and then chop them. Yeah, let me just turn on the pan. Okay. So here, these are my okras. all together is 35, okay? And where do you find the okra? You need to go to the any Indian grocery store and they would have it, okay? So I have okra and I'm also going to add one potato, okay? This is organic brand, yellow potato. Just do them in the, straight like this. Either shape would work. But you don't want to cut them so thick that they are not cooked, okay? Now you might be wondering, I can also cook my okra in the air fryer, but they don't taste good, okay? You need to use cast iron pan. And we'll also need to make a paste of ginger, garlic, chili. So these are very little jalapeno. You can also use green chili. That's what I use most of the time. Some garlic, 3, 6, 7 garlic, and one big ginger. So that's what I'm going to grind to make a paste. Over here, our oil is heating up. Not oil, I have nothing inside. I have actually water inside. I'm just going to wait for the water to be evaporate. Timeline, please. Love you so much for your name. Good afternoon. Hi everyone, good afternoon. Actually it's evening over here. So my pan is not hot. Whenever you cook with cast iron, make sure your pan is very hot before you add anything inside, okay? So I try to come live every day most of the time. So if you have subscribed to my channel and if you have the notification on, that's when you know that I am live. And over here, we need to turn off the pressure cooker after one whistle, okay? So now you see the sound? It needs to have one whistle. That means it's done. Right now I kind of, did it purposely, but you need to wait for the one whistle. I'm going to show you which one is one whistle. So this is my old-fashioned, look here. It's going to make a lot of sound. You see this? Okay, that's one whistle. Now it's done. Okay, I'm going to turn off the flame. Okay, let's come over here. Our cast iron is heating up. I'm going to add some oil now. Are you in India? No. I am in USA. So right now it's evening, 6:30 p.m. So make sure there is no water, okay? There is still one drop of water. I'm going to wait until it's evaporated. Okay, now it's gone. So now I'm going to add. So whenever you use cast iron, you add oil. You need to add the oil surrounding like this, okay? So 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to have my lid with me because then EST, yes, hot short, yes, it's EST time. I'm going to have my lid handy because once I put my okras inside, it's going to splatter everywhere and I want to prevent splattering, okay? So now I have my lid ready. Whenever you work with oil and vegetables, make sure you have the lid handy. Okay, so we are just going to wait until the oil is heat up and then we'll add some spices. I'm just going to add one more extra spices over here. Okay, so now our oil is heat up. I just need a spatula so that I can stir everything. Okay, now I'm all ready. So we need few fenugreek seeds. half teaspoon of mustard seed, little pinch of karam seed, and that's it. These are all our tempering ingredients. We will also need asafoetida. So whenever you do the tempering, you hear this sound, it needs to have crackling sound before you add any other things. Crackling is a must. It's called tempering, okay? In tempering, you always hear crackling sound of mustard seed and other spices. So once they're about to be done, so I'm just going to lower the flame. Add our asafoetida. And remember, our lid should be handy, okay? Because we are just going to add this in the hot oil. Got it? Ready? Okay. Okay, didn't splatter that much. So these are my 36 okra, okay? Long size okra that I have cut them in the circle. So these okras are very delicious. I usually make them once a week. So once they are cooked, they are going to shrink a little bit because we want them to be crispy, so the size is going to be reduced. So now you see this is up to here. Then later on it's going to shrink a little bit and it's going to be a little less. But they are going to be crispy. Make sure we stir it really well. And you need to use cast iron pan for this, okay? If you cook it in a non-stick pan, first of all, it's not good for you. Secondly, it doesn't taste good. So you need to have non-stick pan. And now let's do the seasoning. So half teaspoon of salt, little less than half, okay, because it's going to shrink. Half teaspoon of turmeric. And remember, coriander cumin powder quantity is always 3 to 4 times, okay? So over here I'm going to add 2.5 teaspoon of coriander cumin powder. And what is left now after we stir this is ginger garlic chili paste. These are the ingredients that we need to make our okra. So I'm going to close it because the longer I do it in the closed flame, it's going to cook faster, okay? Close lid. It's going to cook faster. In the meantime, we are going to make a paste of ginger garlic chili. Here, so you see this? This is going to be for 2 curries, okay? We are going to make one eggplant with lilva, okay? With tuvar lilva, and another one is okra. So we'll be using in both. So I'm going to grind it to make a paste. And the flame is going to be medium to low, okay, over here, medium, not low, medium. Here. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to make a paste. Okay, so now my paste is done. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of over here, maybe a little less than. Here, now my paste is done. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? I'll definitely try to give your answers. Here, this much. Slightly bit less than 1 tablespoon, okay? So this quantity is for 1 to 2 people. Okay, while it's cooking, let's work on our pigeon peas. So if you come over here, I have 1 tomato. I always keep it in the freezer, and these are the eggplants that I'll be using. So let's do that. These are my okra, so I'm going to throw this out. Okay, so let's chop our tomatoes. Oops. It's easier to chop when the tomatoes are in the freezer and it doesn't make any mess. However, feel free to use fresh tomato. I just don't have it. That's why I use the frozen one. Okay, all done. And our eggplant, we'll cut it later on. Okay, now so this is tomato is done. These are the eggplant. I'm going to cut it in a bit. And these are our ginger garlic chili paste, okay, over here. And we also need some dry spices. So now let's take a pan. Not even pan, over here. Okay, so come over here. Always, do this up, the whistle up, so that you don't hurt yourself. Now slowly open it by lifting up the whistle. And you also need to make sure over here that you keep stirring the okra, okay? Okay. So before you do anything, you need to make sure these are cooked. How do you know they are cooked? When you press it down, see, it's cooked. And our potatoes are cooked because, no, they are not cooked. So I'm just going to cut them up with this so that they are going to get cooked faster whenever we put our eggplant inside. Okay, so now let's turn on the flame to medium. And we'll be cutting our eggplant. So let me show you over here. Okay, so whenever you cut your eggplant, remember it has less seed inside, okay? This doesn't have many seed. But if it has a lot of seed, it's not going to taste good, okay? So you cut them out like this shape. Okay, now we are going to put everything in our pressure cooker, but do not close the pressure cooker. Over here, our okras are cooking. I just left it open because they were getting sticky. So if I leave them open, they are not going to get sticky. because it has tendency to get sticky. Okay, so I'm going to leave them open. Okay, over here, look at this. So now we are going to add our eggplant. And our tomato. And let's do our spices. So remember, previously we have added salt for our pigeon peas. So we just need to add some salt for our eggplant and tomato. Some turmeric powder. And some coriander cumin powder, 3 teaspoons. See this? Okay, now I'm going to stir it. So this curry goes very well with chapati, puri, and during the wedding time, this is the most recommended taste. Everyone would love to have eggplant. Like there is at least one dish made with eggplant. So this is one of them. And I'm going to show you later on like how to make this ordinary to extraordinary. So we have added everything, okay? But we are not going to add our red chili powder because I'm going to show you later on how it's going to work. So I'm not going to close it all the way, okay? It's not completely closed. It's like open, but the lid is, the pressure cooker is open, but I'm just going to close it from the top, okay? It doesn't have any pressure on, okay? So let it get cooked over here. So our eggplant is going to take few minutes, like 4 to 5 minutes. In the meantime, we see this, our okras are getting crispy from the bottom. See this? It's falling down. A little bit, yeah. It's going to get more crispy. That's why I said use fast frying pan so that they are going to get crispy. Now our okras are going to be done in 4 to 5 minutes. Our eggplant is going to be done in 4 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to wash my coriander leaves. This way I can garnish them. Hi, if you have just joined me now, we are learning how to make okra Indian style and our eggplant curry with pigeon peas. So they are on the way and they will be done in few minutes. Over here, this is our cilantro. Remember, you need to wash it like this, okay? You cannot be do hand washing in the sink. It has to be like this. Make sure there is no dirt. And now you lift it up from the top. Squeeze out the water, and now we are going to chop. This is one brown part. I'm going to throw this away. Actually, one more. Okay. Just going to throw them out. Do not use the brown part, okay? So now let's check on our okra. Remember, our potatoes needs to be cooked. They are almost cooked. So they need to be crispy from everywhere. So over here one side is getting crispy, but we want to get our other side crispy too. You hear this sound? So even though we are using cast iron, it's not sticking. Why it's not sticking? Because when we put the oil, we spread the oil everywhere. That's the reason. Now, let's check on our eggplant. Make sure eggplant needs to be cooked. Few more minutes and then it's going to get cooked. See, when you press it down, it should press softly. Means they are supposed to be soft, not the hard one. Just going to close it. And now we'll be serving our okra and our eggplant with chapati. So that I'll be making it next. In the morning, I have showed you how to make chapati. If you go in my live and if you do the morning thing, you will see that I have showed you how to make the chapati dough, how to make chapati in an easier way, okay? And you can even leave the dough in the fridge too, so that whenever you need it, you have ready to go. And you can even make this dough ahead of time, like 4 to 5 days ahead of time. If you are watching me live, tell me which country you are watching me from. Got it. See? I messed it up. No, okay, over here. Okay. Okay, it seems like our okras are cooked, so I'm going to taste a little bit. Now towards the end, once our okras are done, either you can put some lime juice or you can put some mango powder on the top. Either way it would work. So it's taste time. So we'll taste a little bit. Make sure all the seasoning are good. When you make okra, make sure all the seasoning are good. Otherwise, no one is going to like it. I think red chili is missing. I'm going to add some. Okay, some red chili. I felt like it's a little less. Okay, now it's just going to close it and let it get cooked. In the meantime, we are just going to prepare our tempering for our eggplant. So in the back, if you see my back burner, this is called tempering pan, okay? Tempering spatula. So here I'm taking that and put some 2 tablespoons of oil, and we are going to do it for eggplant. Okay, so 1, remember we did not add any oil in our eggplant, okay? The one which is in the pressure cooker. 2 tablespoons is fine. And once it heats up, I'm going to show you what to do next. Remember, our asafoetida needs to be ready and our chili powder needs to be ready. Let's check on our eggplant. Okay, now they look like they're soft. You see, when I press it down, it's going inside. Now it's cooked and it looks really nice. Remember, this is oil free right now, so we need to add some tempering. It's all done now. So let's do some tempering now. Turn up the flame, it's good to go. So I'm going to take it in a separate container or bowl. But before that, we need to make sure our seasoning is right. Otherwise, what's the point? Remember, salt and everything needs to be perfect, because later on, once we add the our tempering, we won't be able to fix it. Perfect. It's good. Okay, so I'm going to take it out in this pan. Sit. So this curry was ready in literally 15 to 20 minutes. We were able to cook our okra and our eggplant curry. Okay, now I'm going to move this in the back. This way you can see me. Okay. Make sure our okras are fine. Wait, I'm just using the same spatula, that's fine. Okay, our okras are done. I'm just going to turn up the flame and I'm going to show you this one. So now our oil is heat up. I'm going to turn off the flame. Okay, so now in this we are going to add important ingredients. That's our chili powder. And watch this. Now immediately the moment you hear here. Now don't wait too long. Put it on this. That's it. And add some water inside so that we don't lose any flavor. Okay, so now it's ready. I hope it looks delicious to you. Corey, yes, that looks good and it tastes good too. This is a popular wedding dish. Eggplant with pigeon peas. So that dish is done. I'm going to show you how the okra look like. So within 15 to 20 minutes we have cooked 2 dishes. It doesn't take that long with the simple spices. So this is our second dish. This is okra. Okra is done too. Now with okra is that whenever you are done with making okra, either you can use some lime juice or lemon juice on the top, or you can use the mango powder, either way, or you can use the chaat masala. Something has to be savory on the top for okra to be tasted good. Okay, am I making sense? So this is my mango powder and I'm going to sprinkle it. And stir it. So these 2 dishes that I have showed you, these are the easiest dishes and I make it mostly once a week. And now it's done. And if you want, you can use some lime juice, okay? That also works. So let's take this out over here. Put some coriander and now they are good to go. So let me show you both dishes now. So I'm going to be serving my eggplant and my okra with chapati or naan. Here we go. Let's shift some stuff over here. Here we go, it's done. I'm going to move it over here. This way I can show it to you. Okay, there we go. These are my 2 dishes for tonight's dinner. Okra and eggplant. See how crispy these okras are? Before they weren't crispy, but if you cook it in cast iron pan, they turn very crispy. Now you can eat it with chapati or paratha. And let's check on our eggplant. Nicely cooked eggplant. You see this? Very flavorful. So I hope you like my video. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Okay, I'll definitely help you out. But for now, these dishes are ready to go. I'm going to make my roti now, which I have showed you in the morning, in my morning live, how to make it. So I think that's what it is for today. Do you have any questions? Okay, I'm going to be here for a few more minutes. Let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, I'm going to prepare my chapati dough. Okay, I guess no one has any questions. If you want to watch the whole video, you can go in the back. After I close my live, it's going to be available in my YouTube channel in live. You can watch it over there. But I try to come every day live around this time, but sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So if you have my subscription on and if you have my notification on, you will definitely see my message saying that I'm live. So I hope you like my live. Thanks for watching. Bye. So this is my eggplant with pigeon peas curry. These are my crispy okra. They are ready to eat. Okay, bye everyone.